name is Matty here, and we're gonna make a Nutella cheesecake that you don't have to bake. First, I'm gonna tell you all the steps, and then I'm gonna show you how to do each one individually. So, what you'll need is 12 ounces of Oreos that you're gonna crush. You need a stick of butter to melt, and that's just for the crust. And then for the filling, you'll need 26 ounces of cream cheese, then 7 ounces of heavy whipping cream, half a cup of Nutella, half a cup of powdered sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So first, you need to put the 12 ounces of Oreos into a plastic bag and crush them with a rolling pin, or you can put them in a food processor if you have one. After you do that, you press it into a greased springform pan like this that has a little side that can pop off so the bottom comes out. And you press the Oreo in there with a spoon, and then you put that in the fridge until it's set. Then you make the filling. Now, as you can see, I've crushed up all my Oreos. They're really fine. They're just really powdery. So what you're going to want to do is leave them in this bowl, melt your stick of butter, and then press them into your springform pan that you grease the bottom and the sides completely. Okay, so after you've melted your butter completely and it's just really all the way dripped, give your Oreos in a separate bowl. You take the springform pan, and the springform pan is one of the pans that you can just pop and not do that. You can pop off the side and the bottom will come out, so if you're taking the cheesecake, you don't have to worry about the sides being torn up. So you take any spray oil, like you can take pan. I'm just going to use vegetable oil. You pour a little bit into the pan, and you put that back, and then you're just going to tip around the bowl until the oil falls. Okay, on the side. So now you've greased the sides of the pan, and you've wiped it all around the sides, so all the sides are greased up. In my way! I'm sorry! Okay, so now you can take the bowl of Oreos that you crushed and slowly add the butter. Okay, so now, once your mixture can be pressed down, like you can press it with your fingers, you can press it like with the thing you're using to stir it, anything you want, but as soon as it pressed down and it stays flat and stuck together, that's when it's done. Okay, so here is the finished mixture. It's all hard, you can scoop it in chunks. So, that's how you know it's done, when it's able to be pressed flat. Okay, so now that you've crushed all the Oreos and put them in your pan, you can now take that pan and put it in the fridge until you're done with the rest, you're done with the filling, so you let it set. So now, you take another bowl, and in this bowl, wait a minute. Okay, so we're gonna use this bowl that we used for Oreo because I need this for something else. So in this bowl, you're gonna need 26 ounces of cream cheese. It's at room temperature, so I've left mine sitting out while I made my Oreos and melted my butter and everything else. And it seemed to be pretty well. You want it to be room temperature so it's easier to work with and it's not so it's not really hard. You want it to be soft. So, open my cream cheese. Okay, so now that you've got the 26 ounces of cream cheese, to that you're gonna wanna, what I like to do is I really just push it down so it's ready to be mixed, because it is really firm and it's really hard to work with. So I kind of just mush it together so you don't have to deal with any like hard stirring or chunks. Just push it all the way down. Then, so push all the way down. Then you're gonna want to take your half cup of powdered sugar that you've already put. So put that half cup of powdered sugar in there. Then you're gonna wanna, then you take your vanilla and you add in, let's see, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So I just have a little tiny measuring teaspoon. We'll do, there's 1, and then 2. Okay, so you can throw it off to the side. Close your vanilla. Take out this because you don't really need this anymore. Put that on the side. Then, whoa, I'm gonna take this mixer, plug it in. Now that you've got that all mixed up, you're going to want to try to clean this off the best you can, because now you need to use it to mix another thing, but we'll try to get most of it off. Flicking it like that is really hard actually, because it splats it everywhere. So now, just fold down your mixture into the pan. Now, in the other bowl that I left out earlier, this one, you will take your heavy cream, and you're going to want to get, you're only going to want to get 7 ounces of it. So, and this is an 8-ounce bottle, so I'm really going to be using almost all of it. So I'm just going to pour it in this measuring cup, just to under the 7, about halfway between the 6 and the 8. And just leave a little bit in there because you have it left over. Then pour it into the bowl with nothing else, just the cream. Doesn't need to have anything else mixed in. So now you're gonna mix this until it forms like really stiff peaks. It's gonna look really marshmallowy. Now, after you mix that, you'll have, this looks like a bunch of whipped cream. You can tell it's ready because if you tip it upside down, it doesn't fall out. So you're going to take that, take the spatula that we had from before, and you're going to scrape this out of the bowl and put it into the other mixture. Stop, Ella. You're going to fold it. You're going to put this into the other bowl, and then what you're going to want to do is, you don't really mix this. You kind of just scoop it and fold it in half. Okay, so for the final step, you're going to take the Nutella stirred one and then the regular one. And you are going to need a big spoon. And you're going to take 3 scoops of each and just plop them in the pan all over the place. Then you take a butter knife and you just run it through it without hitting the crust, because if you hit the crust then you'll cut it all up. So you just swirl it around, not too much because then you'll mix it all together and it'll look weird. But you just swirl it back and forth so it looks all nice. And now, once you're finished, put it in the freezer for 4 to 6 hours until it's set, or leave it overnight to have it be set.
And that will make the white and chocolate together.